May I please, Your Lordship? Lordship, may I mention item number 23, Your Lordship? The parties are trying for an amicable settlement in this. Respondents, sir.
I'm for the petition, Your Lordship.
Lordship.
I'm for the petition, Your Lordship. R. Paul. R. Paul. Give your like.
Hey, please, Your Lordship. I'm mentioning in a WPC for listing. For admission, Lordship. The matter is like the petitioner is 13 years old, represented by her mother. Actually, for her father expired on 26/3, railway employee. So till date, she has not received any amount from the railway authority. And it was last listed on Lordship 16/7/2025.
Lordship, in item number 21, Lordship, the respondent number 2, they have filed an affidavit in opposition yesterday, Lordship, which may allow me to call for its record, Lordship. Affidavit in opposition, Lordship, in the IA, Lordship, for compliance of the interim order which we had filed. No, Lordship. Urgency is with respect to the interim order, Lordship, which has not been complied with, Lordship. That's why we have filed the IA. Lordship.
Lordship, I have a prayer for listing for admission. Any date as per the convenient of the court. Lordship.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I'd like to mention for listing of a contempt petition, Lordship. The matter was last listed on 19/9/2025, Lordship. First decision.
May I please, Your Lordship? With this mention, I beg to pray for listing of the matter, Your Lordship. It is a read matter, Your Lordship. Read matter, read petition. Your Lordship, the matter was last listed on 18/8, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, regularization of service, Your Lordship. However, Your Lordship, some of the petitioner are on the verge of retirement, Your Lordship. So, Your Lordship, within 1 year or something like Your Lordship. Your Lordship, kindly on 17.
Lordship, I pray for listing of a contempt case for orders, Lordship. Please, Lordship.
May please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention for listing. There are 3 writ petitions.
May I please list it? I want to list it. Yes, WBC 2709/2018. First division. For admission. List. My lord, we have filed application, my lord. I have served a copy of the my lord application implement for my lord. Yes, my lord. Let it come on today itself. Let it come on next week.
I'm for 1 to 5, Lordship. Well, Lordship, I have a some 114, Lordship. 114, Lordship. Lord, oblige, oblige.
Obliged.
Operative portion, page 18. Items. Yes. Five two.
Lordship. Notice me, Lordship. So 76, Lordship. Annexure. All is similar, Lordship. Order is not same, but 17-6 order, Lordship.
Lordship, in this case, Lordship, I have to file an affidavit, Lordship. Already instruction received, I prepared my affidavit, Lordship, but one required annexers is not available with me, Lordship. Lordship, no, I will file in that 10 days, Lordship, 10 days. 10. It may come in the admission column, Lordship, notice already issued.
Last 2 occasion, my lord, other side taking time.
Yes, Lordship. No, Lordship, standing counsel, animal husbandry, Lordship. No,
Date may be quick.
November, Lordship. Lordship, 19. Lordship. Six, Lordship. Here, Lordship, I sent the affidavit for vetting, Lordship. Lordship, 2 weeks time is required, Lordship.
And Amazon will also. Highly obliged. Obliged, Lordship.
May I please, Lordship? I am appearing on behalf of Mr. P.R. Gogoi. Lordship, instruction has been received and we will have to file an affidavit, so sometime may be required. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Well, the petitioner is retiring very shortly.
So
Well, by next week, my lord, let it.
okay.
Yes. My lord, he is retiring on 31st of May 2026. Obliged, my lord, on 24th November.
Lordship, I receive an instruction, Lordship. Whereas, Lordship, the nodal officer of the recruitment board, Lordship, seek some time, Lordship, to furnish the instruction, Lordship. 4 weeks time required, Lordship, as said by. Yes, Lordship. Yes, it is a voluminized document, Lordship, and therefore they prayed for 4 weeks time, Lordship. A written application was given made to apprise the court, Lordship. Written instruction given, Lordship.
Not issued.
Yes, Lordship. Yes, Lordship.
I'm obliged.
My pleasure, Lordship. Matter pertains to regulation of service, my lord. Page 75, kindly see, my lord. Page 75, Annexa 27, my lord. At serial number 1, 3, 4, 5. These are all petitioners, my lord. Their initial appointment since 2010-14. They are working still against vacant post, Lordship. Page 79. This is a, my lord, communication from general manager to managing director, man, where it is specifically stated that they are against vacant posts. So prayer is made to for regulation, my lord. We have already made representation also, my lord, at page 66, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Lord.
This is
My lord. Yes, my lord. Hold on. Lordship, I can appear for one also. Main respondents are 2 to 6. But I oppose the maintainability of the petition. And the petitioner says that they were engaged by through contractor, contract laborers engaged through contractor. In that case, my lord, labor disputes that may arise. Lordship may record my objection as regard maintainability will bring in the affidavit. Labor contractor.
Lord. One thing I would like to point out, my lord, so far as the under contract is concerned, my lord, there is a case, my lord, Mahanadi Coalfields, my lord, 2024 Life Law SC 230, my lord. So far as the engagement by means of contractor, very clearly stated, my lord, in this case, my lordship.
Those requires evidence. My lord. Ultimately, that has to be adduced, proved by leading evidence. not in read. Problem.
Mayor, please, Lord. So the petitioners are serving as staff nurse, Lordship, critical care. And they were appointed under National Health Mission, Lordship, and they posted at Jorhat Medical College. And already they have rendered more than 5 to 10 years of service. Now, the Director of Medical, Lordship, may kindly come to page number 36, Annexure 8. Page number 36. These are the engagement order of the petitioners. Page 36. Page 36, 36, 37, 38, these are the engagement order given by the National Health Mission. And since 2015, so for the petitioner number 1, he is working since 2015. And so far the petitioner number 2 and 3, they have been working since lawsuit 2020. Now they are still continuing. Now what happened in the Annexure 10, these are the working certificate given by the head of the department, page 40 onward. 40, 41, and 42. These are the working certificate. Now, Lordship, kindly come to page number 43, Annexure 11. On 6th of December 2024, the Director of Medical Education has issued the advertisement, invited applications for filling up the post of grade 3 technical. Lordship, kindly come to paragraph number 4 for the post of staff nurse and staff nurse critical care. And Lordship, kindly come to now page 82. Pursuant to the advertisement, the number of posts is given, Lordship, page 82. In my affidavit, I have given. I'm sorry, Lordship, in the file, the petition file, we have, Lordship, forget to annex this document. So, additional affidavit file, page 82. Now, petitioner belong to OBC and MOBC category. Lordship, come to serial number 42 and 43. So far the petitioner is concerned, it is staff nurse critical care. The number of posts is 119, reserved for OBC and MOBC. Now next page, page 83, Lordship. This is very important, Lordship. They have not followed this criteria. This selection process, page 83. Lordship, serial number 4, selection process, clause 1. Preference to contractual employees, etc. Preference shall be given to contractual employees working under NHM, National Health Mission Assam, and other societies under Medical Education and Research Department and Health and Family Welfare Department, Assam, Sancho. Clause 2, selection process will be notified. Now, let's kindly come to page 51. Now, pursuant to this advertisement, the petitioners have applied, duly applied through online application, and ultimately come to page, yes, page number 57. This is the result declared after the written examination held on 12th of January 2025. May I read this laptop? Notice 24th of June 2025, Annexure 15. This is for information of all concerned that the candidates who appeared in the written examination for grade 3 post under Director of Medical Education, Director of Health Service, Director of Health Service FW, Director of Ayush, so and so, I am skipping from third line, I'm reading. The roll numbers have been shortlisted. Under the following roll numbers have been shortlisted on the basis of marks secured in the written examination, and they are hereby directed to appear for skill test and document verification at Directorate of Medical Education, Assam, so and so, on the dates as shown below from 10 AM onwards. Now, so far the petitioner is concerned, Lordship, kindly come to page number 62. Our date of skill test is given is 15th of July, 2025, page 62. My roll number, let's say kindly see the first column, the last number, 11290,293. This is the roll number of the petitioner number 3. Page 62, column number 1, the last number, bottom, let's say 11290,293. And so far the coming now, Lordship kindly come to page 63. So far the petitioner number 2, the first number, 11290-316. She is the petition number 2. And so far the petition number 1, Lordship now kindly come to the last column. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line, Lordship. 113002220. This is the roll number of petition number 1. Now, accordingly, we appeared for skill test and document verification. And after completion of skill test and document verification, the authority has, Lordship, published the provisional select list that Lordship will find at page 65, annexure 16. Now, while we go through this select list, Lordship, we found that we have not been selected. And we came to know the fresh candidates, this is the response number 5, 6, and 7, they have been selected. And also we came to know that the preference as per the selection criteria, page 84, they have not followed it. Although we have more than 5 to 10 years of experience. And thereafter, immediately we contact the office and file representation. Until that, they have not, let's say, given or assigned any reason as to why we have not been selected. But from reliable source, we came to know that the fresh candidate who is not having 1 or 2 experience, Lordship, so far the response number 6, 7, 8, they have been selected. So my grievance is that, Lordship, without giving the preference, although that was the main criteria for selection of the nurse or staff nurse for critical care, that has not been followed. And immediately we file representation, Lordship, but till that representation will not dispose of. So at this, Lordship, we given the direction to the authority as to why we have not been selected, Lordship, although we have, Lordship, fulfilling all criteria and having more than 5 to 10 years of experience. Until that, Lordship, the appointment order is not issued. The only provisional select list is published. So, Lordship will give us some protection and not. Prefer that page 84, Lordship.
84 in affidavit.
Page 83, Lordship, in the affidavit. Page 83. Clause number 4, selection process. Lordship got it. Selection process. 4.1. Part of this advertisement. We're sorry to forget, we are supposed to annex this document along with that advertisement. This is the part of that advertisement. So 4.1, it is clearly stated, preference to contractual employee, etc. Preference shall be given to contractual employees working under NHM. We have been, Lordship, engaged since 2015. Still we are working, but instead of that, we have not been given the preference, and we came to know the fresh candidates. So far, the response number 5, 6, 7, they have been, Lordship, selected. So my grievance is that, Lordship, let the authority take a call on the representation or as to why we have not been selected. Until that, Lordship, 3 number of posts shall not be filled up because there are 119 number of posts.
Lordship, here in this matter, Lordship, I have received telephonic instruction, Lordship. Lordship, may I kindly have a look at page 79 of the additional affidavit, Lordship? The last column, Lordship, serial number 43, Lordship. It is staff nurse critical care, Lordship. Their number, Lordship, the second column, Lordship, the B, point number B, Lordship. Minimum 1 year working experience in ICU critical care unit, Lordship. So my telephonic instruction is that these petitioners are not having this requirement for which they were otherwise, Lordship, the
For staff nurse critical care. Now, Lordship, kindly
And Lordship-
yes, let him come.
and Lordship, they have also I have also received the telephonic instruction, Lordship. They have the experience, Lordship, but it is not for ICU, Lordship. It is for NICU. Like, Lordship, the newborn babies care unit, that experience these petitioners are having. But this is not the ICU requirement, Lordship.
Yes.
No, Lordship. No, they are preferring ICU, Lordship. So, Lordship, I'll be having the written instruction by the. No. No, Lordship, as per my instruction, Lordship, ICU is more sensitive, Lordship. It is primary, Lordship. So critical care unit and ICU, that experience they are not having. Anyways, Lordship. Yes, Lordship. Yes, Lordship. So, yes, Lordship. Yes, Lordship. This is my instruction, Lordship. And Lordship, regarding my instruction, Lordship, I'll have it during the course of the day, Lordship. So a short notice may be issued, Lordship. I'll file my affidavit, Lordship.
No, Lordship,
Because there are private respondents as well, Lordship. They have grievance, they have raised grievance for their selection also, Lordship. So they will have to also have to be heard, Lordship.
yes. 119.
119, Lordship. It's,
It's only 65, Lordship.
I guess, Lordship, 81, Lordship.
165 is remaining.
A decal. A decal.
Two, three, and 4, Lordship.
Five.
Want to government go?
Government.
Sorry. Okay, okay.
Staff nurse critical. Lordship. At Johat Medical College.
Eh.
All not, you know.
NH Medical?
No, Johat Medical College. Lordship, the appointment letter, page 36. Johat Medical. Posted at Johat Medical.
SCNU. No, sir, Lordship, it is
Yes,
S-
SCNU, Lordship.
SCNU. Lordship.
Special Care Newborn Unit. That's Lordship.
ইয়াতে এড্ৰেছ আমি দিব লাগিব নেকি? এড্ৰেছ কেইটা দিব লাগিব?
সেইটো তোমালোক যদি কৰে নাপালে ন This post will be to the Director of Medical Education, Lordship, because we could not collect the address, Lordship.
I can provide.
Somehow collected the roll number of one of the candidate, so far the response number 6, but they all are belong to Jorhat. Personally, I know them, but the address is not known to me. That is why, Lordship, through Director of Medical.
Respondent number 3.
Director of Medical Education.
Medical. Assam.
So one small observation that post should be specified, staff nurse, critical care, Lordship. Because we apply only those category. Critical care, within bracket critical care.
3 posts.
Right. Deep problem. Obliged.
May it please, your Lordship. Lordship, matter is pertaining to Lordship promotion. Lordship. Lordship, petitioner is serving as Lordship junior assistant Lordship, and he is entitled for promotion to the post of senior assistant Lordship. But Lordship, after completion of 5 years as junior assistant. But Lordship, in the process, when the vacancy arose, some persons who were initially appointed against personal posts are also being considered, which is hampering my promotion, Lordship. Personal post means, Lordship, they were originally employed as master role, grade 4, Lordship, master role workers, employees, Lordship, but they were brought under cadre post, Lordship, which they cannot do, Lordship. Some illegal process, Lordship, they did, Lordship. But now these promotions are hampering me, Lordship. So they know the thing, Lordship. So when I complain, Lordship, they are holding up everything. Promotions are being held up, but they are not taking any decision, Lordship. So this has been going on for the last more than 1 year. My post is permanent, Lordship. No, my post is not personal, Lordship. I am employed through regular process, Lordship. Lordship, they are hampering my promotions, Lordship, and because of their regulation, Lordship, illegal regulation, Lordship, when they are regularized, Lordship, they should be regularized against ex-cadre, not, they cannot under the cadre. They are ex. To the post of senior assistant, Lordship. Lordship, 6 and 7 are senior assistant. They are going for supervisory as another post, Lordship. But because of their holding the post, I am being held up here for a long period. Restaurant 5 also is holding a personal, was originally Lordship. But I will come to number 1, Lordship. In that case, I will come to number 1. He is over me. Restaurant number 5 is over me. He should not be over me. Lordship. So at this stage, Lordship, notice should go, Lordship, and Lordship junior assistant and seeking promotion to senior assistant. Irrigation department. Lordship. Were brought under regulation against personnel post initially. Lordship. Initially, they were grade, we cannot say grade 4 or 3, Lordship. We can say master role works as. Lordship.
This board has 5, 6, and 7 million personnel engagement. They cannot be educated from things. They graduates for the persons within the cable competition.
One, two, three, four.
Lordship, there is another matter, it can be taken together. That matter have come in another code, Lordship. Just now. Similar matter, exactly similar. Lordship, that.
Yes, oh. With 6307.
Lordship.
Lordship.
Lots of lords.
Maybe before Lordship. My lord, this is an order challenging the suspension order, my lord. My lord, initially I was appointed, my lord, in the year 2006, Annexure 1, my lord. And my lord, the Mbyong order was passed on 3/5/2025. Annexure 11, page 75, which petitioner has received on 10/5/2025, my lord. Lordship may kindly turn page 75, my lord. Yes,
Appeal is pending, Lordship, it is fixed for hearing, Lordships. Lordship, my lord, as per my verbal instruction, my lord, hearing has been fixed, my lord, hearing, my lord, that will be, my lord, they will, within a week, my lord, they will fix the date for hearing, Lordship. Appeal, now.
my lord, only limited thing is, my lord, in the imbuing order, my lord, that has not been passed by the appropriate authority, my lord. The suspension order.
Lordship,
Secondly, my lord, no inquiry, no show cause notice.
appeal number, Lordship,
Correct. Therefore, my lord, in the provision, my lord, and there is what disturbing me is, my lord, there is no specific timeline frame within. Yes. Yes, that can be done, my lord.
Lordship.
Otherwise, my lord,
Yes.
Uttar Bor Bill,
my lord, 30/11/2006, my lord. Page 75. I have been communicated on 10/5. My lord, 10/5/2025. Sorkari Kambora, my lord.
appeal number is, Lordship, 167/25. 167. 2025.
Kemprai, Lordship.
S. Kemprai.
S. Kemprai. Lordship, 225. Responding.
Lordship, 2 months, Lordship. Lordship.
Ma- My lord. My lord, kindly may I pray, my lord, one thing, my lord. At least what was the allegation against me, at least I should be given those copies so that I can file my reply, my lord. What were the allegation against me? Those may be furnished to me so that I can file my reply, and my lord, that may be fixed so that I can participate.
Having these reports.
Lordship, then the Lordship can kindly be 90 days. Lordship.
That may be fixed, my lord.
No.
So, no. Let me, when will I approach, my lord?
You approach.
Oh, my lord, with this order. All right. Oblige, my lord. Yes. Yes. Oblige, my lord. Oblige, my lord. I am obliged.
My please, Lordship. By the order dated 7/4/25, my lord. My lord, restaurant number 2 and 3 was struck off, my lord. My lord, amended custodial, my lord, because we approached the my lord office, but it was directed to notarize. Now it is notarized and ready to file. My lord, it may be filed today or. Well. May pray, my lord, for fixing a date for my lord hearing, my lord, is my person is a retired person, my lord. Next week, any day. May fix a particular date, my lord, any day, my lord, within a next week or day after. 19.
Not 19, any date after 19. I'm not here in party that day. First week December, any first week or maybe?
My lord, November, any date, if 19th.
Last week, yes. Fine.
My lord. Obliged.
Lord, in this case, my lord, several occasions times were granted to the senior government advocate, my lord, to obtain the instruction whether the office memorandum annexed with the my lord, review petition is still holding its fill and whether there is any cabinet decision, my lord. But as I am told, my lord, Mr. Nath has told me that the secretary has not been responding him. My lord,
We'll take it up on.
14th, my lord, of November, my lord. My lord. Obliged, my lord.
Justice.
That is 70.
May I please, your lordship? My lordship,
order dated 25th June 2025. 16 months has already passed, my lordship. On several occasions on 5/5/2025 to last order 24/10/2025, the state respondents has been only taking time, my lordship. Their plea was that they filed appeal, but I have inquired, my lordship, that appeal has not been registered, my lordship. It's a deliberate, my lordship, willful indifference, my lordship. Obedience of the court is not optional, it is mandatory, my lordship. My lordship, on kindly peruse the order dated 24/10/2025 and 10/9/2025, my lordship. The order sheet itself shows, my lordship. Reaction, my lordship, maybe. I have inquired appeal, my lordship. No appeal, such appeal has been registered, my lordship. My lordship, pendency of appeal, even if it is filed, my lordship. Yes, my lordship. This is the contempt number 709, my lordship. My lordship, I have just engaged on last week, my lordship. My brief has been given to me, my lordship.
Lordship. Lordship, here in the appeal is still pending, so we have filed and pending. Lordship, may kindly take up after sometimes my senior is late in call number 1.
Take it up on Wednesday.
Yes, my lordship. Highly obliged.
Highly obliged.
Yes.
My name may be recorded, my lordship. Yes, my lordship.
I'm appealing for R6.
SB lordship.
Referral 6.
Highly obliged.
Lordship, may first take up item number 20, Lordship. Yes, Lordship, item number 20. Lordship, the item number 20 order has been complied with, Lordship. In respect of item number 18 and 19, that was also complied with, but what happened, Lordship, client has recently received the notice and they have asked us to appear. So since the contempt petition, Lordship, we have to file Wakalatnama. Lordship may have the matter next week, item number 18 and 19. In the meantime, we'll file a Wakalatnama. 20 complied. 18 and 19 also complied with.
They have regularized, my lord. Only consequential benefit not released till now.
But
consequential
page 3rd, Lordship, page 3.
There is a direction.
Page number 3, Lordship. Last, clause number 24, Lordship. Clause number 24. Page 3 of the instruction, Lordship. I have just 1 minute. Yeah. Complied with, Lordship.
Yes, that is a direction, my lord. As per operative portion, page 28.
Page 3 of the instruction, Lordship, just now. Order of appointment, Lordship.
Consequential service benefits.
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, regulation order, Lordship. Just now I placed.
When you will release?
Page number 3, Lordship. Clause number 24, Lordship. No, Lordship. Order of the petitioner service has been regularized, Lordship.
Direction.
Service bill. Facility. My lord, 17,924, page 21. Three seven one nine. 2019. Well, let it be one more date, my lord, because earlier one also has not received till now. Someone is saying one. Yes. 4 weeks, my lord, then.
After 4 months.
Not 4 months.
They have to work out, Lordship. Was from 1995, Lordship.
Bless me. 9 to.
That is 21 or 22.
May it please your lordship. I'll take only 5-7 minutes. Some importance for us. The affidavit filed by them is on the record. These persons were appointed under 3F in the year 2011, and since they have been continuing in service, and their extension orders were issued after about 9 months, 10 months. I'll show only one, my lord. Page 30, your lordship will go. It is in the year 2018. Page 30. Similarly, my lord, all other extension orders were issued after 5 months, 6 months, 8 months. My lord, writ petition is 4050 and IA 2877. Your lordship will 2877. So page 30, your lordship will kindly see. This order was issued. So similarly, all other orders, my lord, I have annexed here too, will show that the orders of extension were issued after about 4 months, 5 months, and this is particularly about 10 months, 11 months. This page 30 is dated 14 March 2018, and it is from 17/5/2017 to 16/9/2017, and again from 17/9/2017 to 16/1/2018. It is almost about after about 10 months. Then 31 also. 31 is same. Another one. It is dated 11 December. Order of the court, my lord. First, your lordship will kindly see this order was issued. Page 35. Page 35, you consider their regularization, extension, and salaries. This is at page 35, and relevant is at page 38. As your lordship got it. This is by this. After that, my lord, they have issued this order without considering the my lord, salary part and extension part. They said you cannot be regularized. That is at page 39 and 41. Now we came before this court, your lordship passed this order at page 43, 46, staying the order, impugn order, rejecting regularization and all consequential orders. Then thereafter, my lord, they have stopped us from attending their offices. As a result, I am not in the office and they have not paid the salaries from 24th
May 2025. And paragraph 8, I would like to just point out before this court, para 8. Of this IA, I have shown details of work by each of the applicants, details of work and how they are working. And on the basis of their signature, the other people, they have got their salaries also. They have not when I responded to this. They said, my lord, in their affidavit, the last extension order was up to 2000 May 25. Then thereafter they have not in service. Then what happens to this, my lord? Paragraph 8, say by an order dated after the 29/8/24 transferred from Kokrajhar to Dhubri. So this is after 24, after May 24. The affidavit has been filed. They have not stated anything about what has been stated in paragraph. Vague affidavit, they are saying they are no longer in service after May 28. May 28 it is the 24 is the last of their extension order. Then thereafter they did not extend the services. That extension order was, my lord, page 32. This is also March 24. It has been extended from January 24 to May 24. So all these extension orders are, my lord, after a period of some months. And after this 24, my lord, they are working, but their salaries have not been paid and their services have not been also taken into consideration for a regularization. In similar petition, my lord, your lordship has also passed in one drug inspector case to. Now, after the interim order passed by this honorable court staying the impugned order rejecting the regularization, they are not allowing the petitioners to attend office. And their salaries have not been paid.
Yes, my lord. My lord, after May 2024, there is no extension order and there is no any page 39 of the IA, my lord. Yes, my lord, the Commissioner and Secretary to the Government of Assam Health and Family Welfare Department. Because they have prayed for regularization. They, on earlier occasion, they filed another writ petition, my lord. May
24.
It is apparent from record, my lord. After May 2024, there is no any extension, my lord.
May 24 order is, my lord, last extension order, page 32. Yes. Yes.
You say that they are extended for
From January to May 24.
Yes, my lord.
Always the extension orders are like that.
Because they filed one writ petition wherein this honorable court directed. Yes, my lord.
the absence of any extension, the consideration made for consideration of regulations. It is not able to.
My lord, they earlier filed a approach before this honorable court praying by another writ petition, wherein this honorable court has been pleased to direct the commissioner and secretary to consider their representation for regularization. So on that basis, my lord, that speaking order has been passed, my lord.
Service being away from the last extension.
My lord, it is apparent from record, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. No, my lord. Because in the speaking order, it is a detailed speaking order, my lord. Because the My lord, it has been considered in view of the office memorandum and other attending facts and circumstances. My lord, after that, my lord, it has been passed. My lord, in the speaking order, it may not be there, my lord. Effect of yes, my lord. Because it was the direction of this honor, it was the
Seeking notification saying that this person is in service. Okay, did you go in a bit?
no, my
Did you
lord.
buy the review?
No.
So essentially what you're doing, nothing but a lip service. What is the directive you disposed of?
Yes.
Code that. Discuss this, take this representation.
It is a detailed speaking order, your lordship may. My lord, it has been,
It is your case.
yes,
These people who are in service. To the last extension,
yes, my lord.
you will have to give them specific direction that they are released from service. In view of the action of the order, where is that order?
Prior to the passing of the speaking order, there was release order also, my lord.
My lord, may kindly see page 34 also.
Where is the release order? Say that this is 7/3/24, there is no.
My lord, that release order is at page 97 of the writ petition, my lord.
Page 94.
It starts from page 97, my lord, of the writ petition, my lord. Yes, my lord. Writ petition, my lord. And in the writ petition, my lord, we are yet to file our affidavit, my lord.
Page 7, 25. 25, we are working admitted to. It clearly shows, my lord, I am there till July 25. They have not taken the charges yet.
These others, there will be similar.
All consequential orders have been stayed by this honorable court.
Order and all consequential orders.
That is at page
Petition.
page 43 also, man. Impugn order is 4725. Page 43, 46. This 3725 order clearly shows that I am in service. It is addressed to two persons.
There's a direction that is shall not be given effect.
Yes, my lord.
Let the interim order be implicated.
No, my lord. My lord, the basic issue is, my lord, the petitioners are 3F appointees, my lord. Their appointments were temporary. So after May 2024, my lord, there is no extension of their services, my lord. Yes, my lord, I understand. But my lord, now they are, it is known on the issue of continuance of their service, my lord. They are paying for salary with effect from May 2024, my lord, now. Now that issue has come, my lord. So when there is no any valid,
Yes, after the interim order, they have not, that is paragraph 9 specifically stated. After the interim order.
no, they are claiming salary with effect from May 2024.
They are not giving any salaries. from
Because
25.
they do not have any valid appointment order, my lord. Yes, ma'am. The order is staying the speaking order, my lord, but prior speaking order and all consequential order, my lord. Yes, my lord. Speaking order and all consequential order, my lord.
I may
But
just
prior to
point
that,
out
my
that-
lord, prior
point
to
out-
the issuance of the speaking order, there were some other orders also, my lord. Prior to issuance of the speaking order, my lord, because prior to issue, my lord, we'll file a detailed affidavit in the writ petition, my lord. Yes, my lord. No, my lord. My point is that, my lord, prior to issuance of the speaking order, my lord, there were some other orders also. So after the speaking order and consequential orders, my lord, that has been stayed. But prior to that, my lord, other orders have been passed, my lord. Yes, my lord.
They are not released from service.
Yes, my lord.
They respect the
My lord, but if they do not have any valid appointment order, how they? Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. I will file an application and a detailed affidavit, my lord. Sometime. Yes, my lord.
Yeah, that has to be paid. But these persons are going here, my lord. My lord, page 34, your lordship will kindly see once. Yes,
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Lutha. Look. Decul. Salary is for the working period. Your lordship will kindly. Current salary also they will. No, only working period. I'm not saying whether which day. Working period. Yes, that will be. But let it be there. My lord, your lordship may record that all extension orders were passed after 8 months, 9 months, backdated. It is because they will realize that these extension orders are passed after 8 months. They are not realizing that. I'll let it in.
Obliged, my lord.
Wait, please, your lord. Lord, I argued this matter just to recap your lordships, the facts. The petitioner is an senior ACS officer, my lord. Now, at the relevant point of time, he was working as joint secretary in the handloom and textile department. My lord, there was a recruitment in the Directorate of Handloom and Textile where allegedly there were certain irregularities. So there was a, my lord, anonymous complaint letter filed to the CM Secretariat, my lord. Whereafter an inquiry was directed that these allegations should be looked into, and the petitioner was entrusted with that inquiry. Now, if your lordships would kindly come to page number, my lord, 28. I am directed to enclose a copy of the complaint letter dated 18/2/22. This is the anonymous letter addressed to Honorable Chief Minister along with its enclosure, wherein the following has been inter alia alleged. The then FAO of the Directorate of Handloom and Textile did not sign the minutes of. Anyway, Lord, we are not concerned with the allegations of the inquiry. We are concerned with the something to do with the petitioner. Now, kindly see, my lord, last paragraph. It is requested that allegations may be inquired into by an officer of the department not below the rank of joint secretary, and report may be submitted to this office with the views of the senior most secretary within 3 days. This has the approval of the Honorable Chief Minister. So what was decided that this complaint dated 18/2/22 be looked into by an officer not below the rank of joint secretary, and the report may be submitted after the report is placed before the senior most secretary within the 3 days, 3 weeks. Now thereafter, my lord, the anonymous complaint letter is at page number 30. I'm not troubling on lordships. Please come to, my lord, 41. In pursuance of the letter dated 13/5/22, Sri Hari Prasad Bora, that is the petitioner, ACA Joint Secretary to the Government of Assam Handloom and Textile, is hereby appointed as an inquiry officer to inquire into the allegation of irregularities in selection and appointment of 6 master weavers under the Directorate of Handloom and Textile during the period so and so. So he was entrusted with the inquiry. Now he conducted the inquiry and he submitted the inquiry report, which your lordships will find at page number 58. It starts at page 56, my lord. The operative portion is at page 58. It is observed that the Honorable Guwahati High Court did not pass any interim direction to the respondent, that is director, curtailing the selection process to proceed any further. The Honorable High Court by its order has observed that order dated appointing 6 persons to 6 vacant posts in pursuance of advertisement is made a part of the record. It is to be noted that with the direction of Handloom and Textile by later dated so results of the selection of 6 master weavers were declared and appointments were made. So, my lord, this was his finding report. Now, my lord, if your lordship would kindly come to the affidavit filed by the respondents, my lord, one letter which is very important in this case. Please come to page number 154, my lord, part of the affidavit, because the facts are at seriatim, so I am placing it. It was on 22nd of July 22, page 154. This is a communication by Secretary of the Department to the CM Secretary. With reference to the subject cited above, I am directed to forward herewith the detailed report submitted by Inquiry Officer, namely Hariprasad Bora, ACS, to the Government of Assam, Handloom and Textile, in connection with allegation of irregularities in selection and appointment of 6 master weavers under Director of Handloom and Textile for your perusal and needful action. Now, this is important. It may be mentioned here that allegations submitted by anonymous. Hence, it was not possible to collect more information or witness in this regard. As per available record, the inquiry report submitted by Sri Hariprasad Bora, Joint Secretary, appears to be in order. So that means, my lord, this inquiry report was vetted by the Secretary, as was originally directed by the CM Secretariat, that letter which I placed. Now, my lord, what the authority did, my lord, authority started a disciplinary proceeding against me on the ground that I have submitted a somewhat lukewarm report. Please come to page 59, my lord. You are hereby required to show cause under Rule 9 of the Assam Services Disciplinary Rule, so and so, that a complaint had been received by Government of Assam regarding irregularities and illegalities committed in connection with appointment of 6 numbers of master weavers under the Directorate, and you being ordered by the Government of Assam to inquire into the matter and submit a report. You submitted a report dated so and gave a clean sheet to the recruitment process, which being misleading and factually incorrect, Chief Minister's Secretariat had to seek clarification from the Handloom, Textile and Sericulture Department. Secretary to the Assam Government of Assam, Handloom subsequently inquired into the matter. Another report which pointed out a series of irregularities in recruitment process leading to registration of a regular inquiry by Chief Minister's Vigilance Cell. That based on the report of the then Secretary, Handloom and Textile, the following false, incorrect, misleading facts were found in your inquiry report. That you mentioned in your inquiry report that the selection committee in its meeting held on 2/9/19 had requested the chairman of the committee for putting up question paper for interview, written test, and the then director, for her convenience, constituted a subcommittee at her discretion to keep the process confidential and to prevent any leakage of question paper. Now, my lord, I am not troubling your lordship with the detailed facts of the inquiry, my lord. Now, it so happened that inquiry officer submitted a report holding the petitioner to be guilty of the charges. Based on that, my lord, a penalty was imposed at page 117 of withholding 1 increment. Then I preferred an appeal, my lord, and the appellate authority reduced the penalty order to that of, my lord, censure. Now, my my submission is very simple, my lord. If I am guilty, then the secretary who endorsed my report, he is also guilty. Why no proceeding has been initiated against him? Supreme Court has said, my lord, if the basket stinks, then the entire fruits in the basket has to be taken note of. It's not that you will pick up one apple and leave the other fruits. My lord, inquiry report is page 102. No, my lord, my submission is very simple. What I am trying to impress upon your lordship is it a misconduct? Supposing, my lord, there is an inquiry. If the inquiry is not to the lighting of the authority, they may direct re-inquiry, they may direct that more evidence should be taken note of. Supposing, my lord, an administrative officer, he passes an order. There are certain infirmities. Now, can it be construed as a misconduct? No, not. That's the question, my lord. Now, my lord, because of this censure, my lord, all my juniors have been promoted. Now I am languishing at additional secretary. All my juniors have become secretary. Every aspect, my lord, kindly see, then why that secretary was spared who endorsed my report? Then he is also equally guilty. Then proceedings should have been initiated against him also. Because, my lord, in that BRPL case, Supreme Court had said, if many people are responsible, you cannot just pick up one person and institute a proceeding. Either you proceed against all of them or don't proceed against any one of them. On that point itself, my lord, this is liable to be interfered with. And unnecessarily, my lord, my promotion to IS has been held up. That's why, my lord, in that lordship would recollect that J. Ahmed's case, who was a district magistrate of Dorong. He couldn't handle a, my lord, strike. Therefore, a disciplinary proceeding was initiated. Honorable Supreme Court said that an officer may not be intelligent enough, he may not be clever, and he may not be efficient enough to handle a situation. That is not misconduct. Misconduct is a defined expression within the meaning of the conduct rules. Now, I have conducted an inquiry. Inquiry may be faulty. That cannot be attributed as a misconduct to entail a disciplinary proceeding. Well, because of this censure, my lord, all my juniors have become secretary. I am languishing. My humble submission is, my lord, this is an absolute, my lord, non-application of mine. There is absolutely no justification. So, according to my humble submission is, my lord, the decision to proceed departmentally is flawed. There is no basis. It is an, my lord, arbitrary exercise of power. What is the scope, my lord? Because Supreme Court has clearly said, my lord, if in the chain there are other people, we should proceed against all. There are two decisions, lordship knows that Andhra Pradesh decision and our High Court judgment, my lord, which was taken to Supreme Court. Girish Sharma. Girish Sharma versus BRPL 2006 8 SCC. So my humble submission is, my lord, lordships will interfere with this proceeding, and my lord, my consequences will follow because my name has not been sent. They have filed an affidavit which is absolutely wrong, my lord. They say I have not been superseded. But for this, my lord, but for this punishment of withholding of one increment and followed by, my lord, that censure, I could have, my position would have been at serial number 30. So that is my submission subject to what my learned friends say. I reserve my right of reply, my lord. And they were supposed to produce the records. They have not come up with the records also.
Look, records I have, my lord. I have the records, and in fact, my lord, records were called by the Honorable Court on 12/6/2025 to show, my lord, why his case for nomination to IAS was not sent. In that perspective, my lord, the record was called for. My lord, we have in fact taken the instruction. We said that he doesn't come within the zone of consideration, therefore he was not sent. Otherwise, my lord, considering the writ petition, the pleaded case of the petitioner in the writ petition, the challenge made is to the penalty order and the disciplinary proceeding initiated against him. Well, the government administration runs with the officers, and he was entrusted with a work, my lord. And what he has done, Lordship has seen. Kindly see, my lord, he was directed to hold an inquiry into the affairs, my lord. Ultimately, he was the joint secretary at that point of time. And he was entrusted to make an inquiry into the affairs of a selection process in the handloom department, in the Directorate of Handloom. And ultimately, he submitted an inquiry report which was found to be perfunctory, my lord. An officer, he was entrusted with some official duty. He should discharge his duty lawfully, my lord. At least reasonably, he must do. And rather, he has given a clean sheet to the entire process, which was ultimately found that he did not even done the inquiry properly. Therefore, the show cause notice was issued. The inquiry, yes, it was inquired again. It was inquired again, my lord. It was inquired, my lord, that information I have, but ultimately what happened thereafter, my lord, kindly take our affidavit, my lord. Affidavit filed by the respondent, my lord. Respondent number 4. Kindly take, my lord, paragraph 9 at page 146, my lord. Para 9. With regard to the statements made in para 8 and 9 of the writ petition, the deponent states that the Office of the Chief Minister Assam, on receipt of complaint petition dated 18/22, had some specific observation to the recruitment process conducted by the then Director of Handloom, Textile and Sericulture in its letter to the Secretary to the Government of Assam Handloom Textile dated 13/5/2022, and accordingly, as per direction of the competent authority, it was requested that the allegation be inquired into by an officer of the department not below the rank of Joint Secretary. Accordingly, the petitioner was appointed as the inquiry officer by Handloom and Sericulture Department, while order dated 18/5/2022. However, the petitioner in his report submitted to the Secretary of the Department on 16/6/2022 put his findings, observations as follows. He observed, my lord, it is observed that the Honorable High Court, Guwahati, did not pass any interim direction to the respondent, that is Director, Handloom and Textile Assam, curtailing the selection process to proceed any further. The Honorable High Court, by its order, has observed that the order dated 14/9/2020 appointing 6 persons to 6 vacant posts of master weaver in pursuant to advertisement dated 23/7/2019 is made a part of the record. It is noted that the direction of the Handloom and Textile Sericulture Department, by letter number so and so dated 5/9/2020, the results of the selection of 6 number of master weaver were declared and the appointments were made. This report was forwarded by the Secretary Handloom and Textile to the Office of the Chief Minister Assam, while later dated 22/7/2022. On receipt of the report of the Office of the Chief Minister Assam, while its letter number so and so dated 31/8/2022, made a few observations regarding deficiencies found in the report submitted by the petitioner. It was further requested that as per approval of the competent authority that Secretary Handloom and Textile Department re-examine the selection process that was adopted by the Director Handloom and Textile and give specific observations. The Secretary Textile and Sericulture Department via this letter dated 6/10/2022 submitted a report to the Principal Secretary to the Chief Minister Assam, wherein he put out various irregularities in the selection procedure of the Directorate Handloom and Textile Department, and he also further noted that the entire process was haphazard, not in accordance with the existing rules and procedure. So it was done by the secretary, and it was found that that entire process was haphazard and it was not as per the rules. The Office of the Chief Minister Assam via its letter number so-and-so dated 22/12/2022 to the Principal Secretary Personnel Department noted that the petitioner had given a clean sheet to the recruitment process and a misleading and fault and factually incorrect report. Subsequently, with the approval of the competent authority, DP was initiated against the petitioner. White show cause notice that so-and-so. So, my lord, he was entrusted with a duty and he, my lord, did not perform that properly, my lord. That is why show cause was issued, my lord. The enquiry report, ultimately, it was in the departmental proceeding, it was submitted, my lord, and after the enquiry report, penalty of withdrawal of one stoppage of one increment with cumulative effect was passed. Then in appeal, my lord, it was reduced to censure. The allegation against the petitioner was violation of Rule 3. My lord, Rule 3 of the 1965 Act, my lord, rules, my lord. The Assam Services Contract Rules 1965. It provides, my lord, Rule 3, every government servant shall in all times maintain absolute integrity, maintain devotion to duty, and do nothing which is unbecoming of a government servant. He is in the rank of Joint Secretary, my lord. He has conducted an inquiry, and my lord, the irregularities, he escaped everything, my lord. Nothing has been stated, my lord. Therefore, the DP was disposed of, my lord. In paragraph 12, we have said, my lord, the report is not. 86 is a part of his reply, my lord.
That report exactly is not here, my lord, in record. 103 is the inquiry report. No, inquiry report against me, my lord.
This is in the departmental proceeding. Lordship. Yes, my lord. Lordship, my lord. Lordship. The conclusion says that after hearing the delinquent officer, witness and perusal of the records, it is found that the delinquent officer Hariprasad Bora, Joint Secretary to the Government of Assam Handloom, Textiles and Sericulture Department, in which enquiry report had merely stated the facts. Being an enquiry officer, he was expected to inquire the details of all aspects relating to selection and appointment of 6 master weaver. But findings have been recorded, below. Findings have been recorded at page 10.
Proposed notice must be clear. It must be intelligible.
104, my lord, findings, lordship. The delinquent officer Hariprasad Bora, Joint Secretary to the Government of Assam, so and so called for hearing in person on 28/5/23 in the office chamber of the so-and-so. In his written statement, Joint Secretary, Mr. Bora, Joint Secretary to the Government of Assam, stated that in the inquiry report, only the factual matters, that is, various steps which were taken by Directorate of Handloom and Textile were mentioned. I did not specify the clean sheet in my report about the selection, but only the factual events of entire selection process have been stated. Regarding the constitution of subcommittee, I specifically mentioned in my report that the then Director of Handloom and Textile constituted the same at her discretion.
Statement in his reply.
In his reply, and those were considered by the inquiry officer in his report. Lordship. As regard 105, my lord, ultimately in respect of charges, specific charges, what he has found, he has said. 105 regarding charge 1, it is true. It is true that the delinquent officer Hari Prasad Bora, Joint Secretary to the Government of Assam so-and-so department, had only stated the facts in his inquiry report and has not mentioned about the lapse of procedure and irregularities committed by the then Director of Handloom and Textile Assam. But for that purpose only the inquiry was constituted and the Joint Secretary was entrusted to make the inquiry. In fact, he has not mentioned about the irregularities and the lapse in the procedure. The selection process was not undertaken following the rules, and he did not even mention. He only mentioned the factual things. Malad, disagreeing with the findings, giving a disagreement note, and all these things in the inquiry report. Malad, that was a fact-finding inquiry. The disagreement note, Malad, will come in a departmental proceeding. That was not a departmental proceeding. The authority wants to. No. But to find out whether the selection process was conducted by the authority properly or not, whether the authority cannot. Lordship.
The intention to prove that there was tolerable exercise by the officer. Was there any pending return there?
But-
Deliberately, it's right.
Malad, in my
Those are not there.
in my humble submission, Malad, in my humble submission in this specific case, Malad, in this present case, that Malad, Lordship may not be considered, because here kindly see.
Yes.
Penalty is censure. Kindly see, Malad, this is a minor penalty of censure has been given because he did not perform his duty properly. Malad, Lordship. Malad. Minor penalty because he did not perform. He did not perform his work properly, my lord. But kindly see, ultimately the findings regarding charges, my lord, how in fact it is. What I am trying to show, Malad, from the inquiry report, it is very clear that the person concerned, he has admitted that I have only noted factual things, procedural things as per the director he did. I have not, whether he has followed the procedure or not, I have not seen. That is his admission in the report. In fact, that is the statement of the petitioner. But had there been any element of favoring someone or as the inquiry report was submitted in a manner to evade someone, in that would have been a different thing, then other punishment may have come. an officer, my lord, an officer while discharging government duty, he is bound to follow the instructions, my lord, of the government. Instruction is to conduct an inquiry. No, you find the manner in which the selection process was conducted. Whether the officer is to see whether the selection process was conducted as per these rules. Even he has not gone to that extent. This is very normal, my lord. Ultimately, in the inquiry, he has to see. So the inquiry report, my lord, charges 1 and 2, in respect of charges 1 and 2, my lord, it is very clear. Kindly see. There are lapses in the selection process, but the officer did not even mention. May I read the further findings in the page 105, my lord? Lordship. As a result, though he had not given any clean sheet to the then Director Handloom Textile, but no conclusive findings were mentioned in his report for which responsibility could be fixed on the then Director Handloom and Textile, though certain lapse of procedure and irregularities were committed during the process of selection and appointment of 6 number of master waivers. Regarding charge number 2B, this is the finding, my lord. It is true that as per the minutes of the meeting held on 2/9/2019, a selection committee had requested the chairman of the selection committee to setting up the question papers for the interview written test for 50 marks and 50 marks for practical test. The chairman cum the then director should have followed due procedure by printing the question paper in government press and deputing responsible officer to supervise the entire procedure. However, the chairman cum the then director had engaged MS Asami Enterprise GMC Market Chanmari Guwahati 3 for printing the question paper, booklets, and did not detain any responsible officer to supervise the process. Such lapse could have been reflected in the inquiry report of the delinquent officer, Hari Prasad Bora, Joint Secretary to the Government of Assam. Then regarding 2C, the delinquent officer Hari Prasad Bora, Joint Secretary, in his written statement has mentioned that selection of candidates in connection with recruitment examination who possessed minimum 18 years of age on 1/1/2019 and the minimum educational qualification is HSLC passed. The advertisement was approved by the government. He also stated in his report that one selected candidate, namely Mridul Burwa, so-and-so, was only 20 years of age and at the time of interview having an experience certificate. The delinquent officer, so-and-so, Joint Secretary, so-and-so, in his inquiry report had made a mere statement of facts. A simple application of mind could have formed the discrepancies regarding having of 10 years experience certificate by a candidate who has just attained 20 years of age. These are at least basic things for an officer who is of level of Joint Secretary who is conducting an inquiry. What type of inquiry report? Now he is taking the plea that disagreement note may have been given. Thus, the delinquent officer has not shown his sincerity while conducting the inquiry. So these are the clear findings in the departmental proceeding. The departmental inquiry says, my lord, that officer did not discharge his duties properly. And considering this, my lord, he has noted the conclusion that the charges are found to be true. And accordingly, the punishment order was issued. What is wrong, my lord, in this, my lord? In my respectful submission, my lord, the conduct of the petitioner in discharging his public function is absolutely in violation of, my lord, Section 3, my lord. He has to, my lord, discharge his function lawfully, my lord, responsibly. But the punishment imposed was withholding of 1 increment with cumulative effect and subsequently the leniency has been shown to him, my lord. Censure has been imposed on him. Ultimately, my lord, if a responsible officer in the my lord, no. Subsequently, my lord, in the meantime, he has been promoted to the rank of additional secretary. In the additional affidavit, it is brought on record, my lord.
I have been superseded by all my juniors. All my juniors has become, I do not know what basis my learned friend every time makes a submission that I have not been superseded, because he says it is only a censure. Because of this censure, my lord, all my juniors have superseded me.
But my instruction, which I have received as regard consideration for IAS, he is not in the zone of consideration for the vacancies of which is the against the select year of 2025. The process has not yet started. It will be started in the year 2026. In that, my lord, he will come within the zone. Then accordingly it will be considered. In earlier part, it is not it was not considered because he was not within the zone.
Why? Why I was not within the zone? That's why you are not saying.
That is because of petitioner's conduct.
Yes.
Not because of our conduct.
Yes.
Kindly see, my lord, in what manner he has acted. He has discharged his public function. No, in the ultimately, my lord, the junior persons, the petitioners, according to the seniority position of the petitioner, my lord. No.
Just now you said.
That is the petitioner's contention, my lord, that petitioner has stated that because of censure I have been superseded, but it is not a pleaded case, my lord. Here the petition is filed challenging the penalty, departmental proceeding, show cause, everything. During the course of the proceeding, submissions are being made that because of censure I have been superseded. That is why, my lord, I said, my lord, if it is so, then it is because of your conduct. I'm cannot be. But yes, my lord. This is the
come to their
instruction.
affidavit, my lord. My learned friend is not placing the facts properly. If your lordship would kindly come to page 151, my lord.
Para 17 we have said.
Yes. I've given that reply also. That with regard to the page 151, that with regard to the statement made in para 19 of the writ petition, deponent denies the same, and in this connection, deponent further begs to state, name of the petitioner has been left out of the civil list published in 24. As per record, his name appears in serial number 78. It is pertinent to mention herein that zone of consideration for nomination to IS from ACS is prepared on the basis of seniority as on 1st January of that particular select list. For select list 22-23, some officers of 93 batch have already been, I am also 93 in the zone of as per their seniority. Because my seniority is 78, my lord, actually I should have been at 30. Please come to page 160 to our reply, my lord. Because my learned friend will not state the facts. He will simply say seniority. But why my seniority has gone there? Page 162, my lord, paragraph 9. In our reply, that the statements made in paragraph 17 of the affidavit in opposition being wholly misconceived and baseless, petitioner categorically denies and disputes the correctness of the same. In this regard, it is humbly stated that petitioner belongs to direct recruit 93 batch of ACS officers, and during the pendency of the departmental proceeding against the petitioner, all his batchmates have been given promotion. Even junior to the petitioner have also been promoted. At present, the batchmates of the petitioners are working in the grade of secretary, whereas petitioner is presently serving as additional secretary to the government of Assam. Further, had the petitioner been promoted along with batchmates of direct recruit 93 batch, he would have been placed at serial number 30 instead of it should be 78 of the ACS civil list published in the month of March 25. Therefore, it is apparent that due to initiation of the departmental proceeding on flimsy pretext, the petitioner has been superseded not only by his batchmates, but also by his junior to him, thereby causing grave and serious prejudice.
Paragraph 17 of our affidavit, we have stated the region, because he did not come within the zone of consideration, that is why we have not considered. And some of, maybe, because of reservation and all these things, some may have come.
No, that is not on affidavit. That is your argument.
No, that is my written
Very
instruction.
difficult, because as a
That
government advocate, you are not supposed to say, give your personal views.
That
You are
is my-
supposed to go by the instruction.
That is my written instruction I have placed. That is my written instruction, I have placed, kindly consider that.
My lord, end of the day, I'll just take 2 minutes time, my lord. I may not have been able to achieve efficiency in the administration as the government would like to desire, but that cannot be construed as misconduct. An intelligent and efficient officer may do better in a given facts. That is a different aspect. But my lord, kindly see the finding of the inquiry officer. He says that I have not given clean sheet to the director. Yes, my lord. In that case, Lordship will kindly have this matter on Monday at 2 o'clock, my lord. I'll place the 2 decisions on that point. Monday or Tuesday, or let it be Monday, my lord. Tuesday I have got difficulty.
Wednesday?
Yes, Wednesday. I'll place 2 authorities, my lord. Yes, yes, yes.
Wednesday,
Deep level.
also. Of level.